Well, I think it started with the novel. It was a great novel, a classic novel, one that just mesmerized the country, the world. And then the screenplay that derived from that novel was just as good. And so we had this wonderful material to work from. My wife was reading the novel while I was shooting another movie, and we were on location someplace. And every night when I'd come home from work, she'd be wrapped up on the living room floor reading this novel. She didn't even look up when I walked through the door. And I'd say, "What are you doing?" She said, "I'm reading this scary, scary book." I said, "What's it about?" And she told me, and my reaction was, "Ah, God, I hate those things. Geez, that's terrible." And then when Billy called me to describe the story to me and tell me this is what we were going to do next, I said, "Wow, that sounds great. I have to get the book." And my wife started screaming at me. She said, "We have the book. I told you about it."
It's a brilliant film, and the last time that I saw it it's a long time ago. I don't know. I'm going to look forward to seeing it now with an audience that has already seen the Blu-ray, the behind-the-scenes footage, so they understand a little bit more of how we shot the film. I want to see that reaction now, instead of knowing that they have so many questions and how did they do it and what do people really understand, because it's a theological thriller, and what are they thinking about? Not just me as the monster.
I never thought of it as a daunting thing from the story. Once we got into it, I realized how challenging it would be because of all the makeup problems and those challenges and things like that, and all the different looks we had to give it. I never felt there was anything that we couldn't get, but there was plenty of challenges. I mean, just shooting the exorcism itself, I knew it was going to be a challenge because we didn't have CGI in those days. We did everything in the camera. And so we had to invent and create every little thing we did as we went along. But every little thing that came up, just found a way to do it.
Well, I think with The Exorcist, what many people may not realize is how long it took for us to make the film. So if I was hired for 3 months, that went on to 6 months, a year and a half, it is everything from the special effects makeup that Dick Smith had created. You have all of your other special effects that they finally get to see the dummy, how they turn the head around exactly, and you see the eyes moving and you see all the mechanics. It's weird, and the levitation, the behind the scenes, how they rock the room. We froze the room. Everything. I think the most of all people are saying is, wow, how did you withstand what you had to withstand to make the film? I am very much looking forward to see what people say after they see the Blu-ray and the behind the scenes and this incredible opportunity now that didn't exist all those years ago. Nobody was going to tell you secrets, but now they're ready to.
Most of the time it was a tense set, and that came probably because Billy wanted everything to be a certain way, and even he wasn't exactly sure at the time if it was going to be the right way to do it, and none of us were. There were times that we thought this is going to be a joke, it's going to be ridiculous, and there were other times we were wowed ourselves. And so there was always that questionable area, that grayness that was going on.
If you work on anything, if everybody would just think about 1 year in their job, every single day is something different. The whole film, the whole set was constantly that creative, and then bringing it to the table. Does it work? Does it not? And so we went on. Everything was for a very, very long period of time. When you see it all put together and you realize all of the elements are put together, and that the special effects and the editing and the sound effects, and you literally are being attacked. Your senses are being attacked from every single angle with this film. And Billy Friedkin, he's the greatest captain of this ship that could have, I think, done this job. And I think every director feels the same way. Billy Friedkin was meant to direct this film. I think that what's really important is that The Exorcist is one of a kind. It's a theological thriller. It is something that is made to make you think. And I encourage people to do that.